One of my favourite films is a spaghetti western with Clint Eastwood called High Plains Drifter. I want to tell you about my golfing hero, which is Tom Watson, and I call him the High Plains Shifter. Now let me tell you why. Here's my fence post, here's my mallet. We know that's a blow in plane. Now, we can have quite an effective blow that's a little bit off the plane. Too much is glancing and therefore useless, but there is a tolerance of a few degrees. Now, if I hold the peg horizontal and I'm driving the peg into the floor, this is a blow in plane. This is above the plane and this is below the plane. Now, I'd rather, like Tom Watson, Mr. Hogan, I'd rather your backswing be a bit above the plane on a higher plane and then shift to the plane. Let me show you that again. This would be ideal. This would be a flat backswing from in to out, and this would be more upright backswing above the plane. So if we have a choice, I'd rather you be above the plane and shallowing to the plane than being below the plane and going up. So how does that equate to a golf shot? So with my driver, I'll make my most powerful rotation. If I stand up, you can see that I'm in plane. Now, I could be above it, which is where Tom Watson would be, or Mr. Hogan, or I could be below it. Now, if you have a choice, choose to be above the plane. Be a high plane shifter, not a low plane shifter. If you go back flat and stay there, you have to roll the face to recover, or a reroute in this direction, which is ugly. The last thing we want is the club head going this way in the downswing. So, if I go back in plane and then above it, I can stay there for fade, but the reroute is a healthy one to the inside. Most golfers that you see on television, the sweet spot of the club, change direction. There's a different journey from the downswing to the backswing in most players. Now obviously in Jim Furyk and Bubba Watson you can see it, and who'd want to copy that unless you're a genius. Most of us will see a golf swing and think, oh, the club went up and down on the same plane, the same path. It doesn't. There's always a change. The downswing arc is different from the backswing arc in almost in any case. So we have to accept that imperfection, but choose the nature of that imperfection. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to load the shoulder. Check that I'm in plane. Yeah, I feel good. And now I can hit the shot. Hit the ball about 250 with the draw, even though I was throwing the swing around for you. So on this one, I'm going to be mildly above plane. Stand up, can you see? This is perfect, this is above. Okay, this is above the plane. I was still able to hit a good shot with draw. I know there was a reroute there. So on this shot, I'm going to be below plane. Now from below plane, I've got to try and save it. And I can see I've hit a pull, draw, a rolling pull away to the left. The other one, of course, is I go back flat and then reroute. This is what most do under pressure. And you get a different type of bad shot. Okay, so what we're saying is we sit up properly, and if we get the shoulder flush the jawline, we're healthy. I'd rather an inch above plane than an inch below. So at the target line, slightly above plane is what we need. And you can see it's returned to neutral draw. It's just a question of inches really. Practice in front of a mirror or on your Explanar. That's perfect plane. If you're going to make an error, be a bit above it. In other words, be a high plane shifter.